First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
He's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Bronco lead. Reload. Reload.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Lions at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. But they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slide.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Lions first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 30 inches. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
That's good for the Lions.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 5 at the 11-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go now.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now they send a man in motion right. Here's Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, with this
This rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers.
He'll find Aguara complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
Touchdown, Packers! That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go to 50, and you block over here. Hey, 88.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Got Doubs over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibility. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Lions 7. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Then a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough one for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I never return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got it. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Rodgers. Finds his receiver, Watson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Hey, pick 26.
Rodgers now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll send the receiver in motion left. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Packers 28, Lions 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll throw now on the final play. He's airing it out for Williams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Julian Love picks it. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Nineteen tight. 19.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw again. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a...
And in for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Lions 21. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Buying time to his left.
He'll find DeGuara complete.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the... And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's their quarterback, scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I would actually chirp the Chili on the other side of the ball and say, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. Aaron Jones, 67 yards. And the Packers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Packers 42, Lions 28.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, They found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
Quick slant to Watson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Hey, 626.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Lions will take over. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Those INTs all sting. When you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Rodgers looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st down, Packers.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Rodgers now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things